Tacoma has a new city manager. The city has rolled out a new plan to address homelessness, and starting this summer, it will be easier to get from downtown to Point Defiance. All that and more on this edition of Tacoma Report. Hello, I'm Anita Gallagher. At the May 16th Tacoma City Council meeting, Elizabeth Pauley was appointed as Tacoma's newest city manager. She is the first woman to hold this position in Tacoma.
I am very pleased to support Elizabeth Pauley as our next interim city manager. She has been auditioning for this job for 12 weeks and has performed admirably. She has basically done everything that we have asked of her. She has shown strength, authority, and compassion.
Pauley served as Tacoma's city attorney since 2005 and has been the interim city manager since February, when former city manager T.C. Broadnax took a new position in Dallas. On Tuesday, May 9th, the Tacoma City Council passed an ordinance declaring a state of public health emergency in response to the increasing concentration of people living in encampments in Tacoma. During the council meeting, Mayor Strickland outlined the city's three-phased plan to promptly address the concerns. Phase 1 of the plan focuses on mitigation to reduce the impacts of homelessness on citizens, businesses, and property owners. Increased Tacoma police enforcement on narcotic dealing and other illegal activities has begun. TPD also deployed an expanded homelessness outreach team to provide services to people in the camps. Starting May 19th, the first of 4 rapid resource pop-ups will be placed at encampment sites. The pop-ups will provide basic human health amenities, such as portable toilets, hand washing stations, garbage service, drinking water, and daily 24-hour security. The pop-ups will be temporary, with placement lasting up to 6 weeks at each site, and will be phased out as Phase 2 of the plan launches. More information and updates can be found online. Get to know each of our 8 neighborhood councils by checking out the new series Neighborhood Moment on TV Tacoma. The show highlights important neighborhood news each quarter. The first 4 episodes feature the East Side, New Tacoma, West End, and South End. More information on the program and showtimes, visit the Neighborhood Council's webpage. Have you ever found yourself trying to remember the name of a book or a movie that you checked out from the library? Maybe you want to recommend it to a friend or check it out again. Now you can by enabling your borrowing history in your library account. After you opt into this feature, items will appear in your checkout history once you return them to the library. For more information, go to the Tacoma Public Library's website. When we come back from the break, we'll find out about a new service that helps teens heal through text messaging. Texting has become a preferred way for many young people to communicate, which is why providing crisis services through text message has become an important service. The city has partnered with an organization to provide the crisis text line service in Tacoma.
This provides an anonymous 24/7 way of reaching out when in crisis, regardless of the type of crisis. So it could be anything from anxiety to bullying to family crisis, eating disorders, and just feeling alone.
The crisis text line is able to rapidly assess situations using an algorithm that analyzes words in the text message and prompts the counselor to ask questions that help cool situations. The aggregate data can be analyzed to spot trends and learn about how to better address client needs. The crisis text line is available to all people and can be accessed by texting HEAL to 741-741. Where we work and what we do for a living may seem pretty routine, but it can be very inspiring for kids to experience a parent's workplace. Tacoma Public Utilities employees were recently able to give their children a special tour of the utilities campus, where they learned what it takes to keep the lights on, the water flowing, and the rail freight moving. A highlight of the event was a ride on a Tacoma Rail locomotive. About 40 children took part in this year's Take Your Daughters and Sons to Work Day. The activities are part of a nationwide event designed to inspire kids to build the skills necessary for a successful future. A springtime tradition of community service brought TPU employees together on their day off. The result of their labor this year has made life a little better for one elderly and disabled Tacoma woman. John Phillips has our report.
You want to bring it down a little bit.
The Rebuilding Together South Sound organization matches their elderly, disabled, and low-income clients with skilled volunteer teams to enable them to continue living warm and safe in their homes.
Having a good day? Got some nice weather and everything is good.
And every year, employees of Tacoma Public Utilities step up to help.
This is the biggest volunteer event for the utility as far as people and as far as scope. We're the general contractor on an extreme home makeover for this project.
We're off and running.
They donate their time, bring tools from home, and even buy materials, then go to work.
You see people who work in the field, and then you see people at some of the top levels of management in the organization, and they're sweating it out together and getting dirty together.
They're tackling electrical and plumbing issues, making safety and wheelchair accessibility upgrades, and putting a fresh coat of clean on everything. The homeowner also qualified for Tacoma Power's low-income assistance programs and received replacement windows and a new ductless heat pump system.
The individual in this home actually had their gas, I believe they had natural gas heat that they turned off 20 years ago. It was either that or oil, and she's been using plug-in portable heaters ever since.
Adding comfort, improving safety, and helping a neighbor who's lived here 44 years feel good about her surroundings again. It's why these volunteers keep signing up for Rebuilding Together Saturday year after year.
It's an opportunity for everyone to give back and show camaraderie and show how they care about, people in the community.
For Tacoma Report, I'm John Phillips.
Up next, we'll find out how to report a pothole. Stay tuned. This winter brought severe weather conditions that increased the number of potholes on Tacoma streets. Stacy Ellifrit has more on this increase and how you can report a pothole in your neighborhood.
Last winter's rough weather brought many driving challenges. Some went away as the clouds parted, and some stayed, causing issues long after the last winter raindrop. With this mixture of heavy rainfall and freezing conditions, these issues came in the form of an increase in potholes on city streets.
Once the water is underneath the pavement, if it freezes, it tends to expand and push the pavement up, which creates cracks again. Thaws out, that pavement sags back down again, and that up and down movement just speeds up that whole process and leads to more potholes in the winter.
The city's Public Works Department addresses potholes in two ways.
Temporary repairs, which are designed to be quick, and then our permanent repair program, which is designed to be just that, permanent.
City Council recognized the condition of city streets and has worked to provide dedicated funding that can only be spent on maintenance and repair. The creation of the Transportation Benefit District and the Tacoma Streets Initiative are two items that support the pothole program.
I look at it as repair, rebuild, and maintain. So repair, that's the dedicated funding that helps support our arterial permanent pothole repair program. Rebuild, that's the permanent funding that helps us repave approximately 140 blocks a year of the old worn out residential streets. And then maintain, that's the money that goes towards our chip seal and crack seal programs. We chip seal approximately 240 blocks of residential streets.
The city depends on residents to report potholes, and it's easier than ever to do so. Visit the Tacoma First 311 service request form on the city site or contact the Customer Support Center. Once reported, the typical time frame for temporary repairs is 5 days. For Tacoma Report, I'm Stacy Ellifrit.
To report a pothole or to find answers to frequently asked questions about city services while on the go, download the Tacoma First 311 mobile app, available for both Apple and Android devices. Every year, Tacoma Water has teams that compete against other utilities from across the nation to see who can tap a water main the fastest. Tacoma Water's first all-women's team will compete this year in the national competition, simulating tapping a line into a water main with quickness and accuracy. Team members say they feel like trailblazers in what used to be a non-traditional career field for women.
Definitely, I think that's the coolest part, is to see other women be just as excited as I am and appreciate the hard work that I put in. You know, if I can help somebody along the way, the better.
The Tacoma Water women's team qualified for nationals after completing a tap in under 3 minutes. The Tacoma Water men's team took second place in regionals earlier this month, qualifying for nationals as well, with a time of 1 minute, 23 seconds. The men last captured the national title in 2009. The upcoming summer months will bring residents out to the pool or beach for fun and recreation. Stacy Ellifrit has more on water safety tips that will help swimmers enjoy this active season.
Swimming is a great way to get out for a fun hobby or for some serious exercise. Whether you're a beginner or experienced swimmer, it's important to know how to be safe while you and others are in or around the water.
Never swim alone. Always swim with a buddy. And just by chance, if you do see someone in trouble in the water, always remember, throw, don't go.
Metro Parks is also offering some swimming safety tips to be mindful of before traveling to your local pool. No running!
It's important, especially on a pool deck, that you walk and never run. The deck is slippery and you don't want to slip and hurt yourself. You never want to dive in shallow water. Always go feet first.
In 2016, a collaboration between local organizations and leaders helped the People's Pool open its doors to the community. Water safety was one of the main reasons the pool was built.
It was to give this community drowning prevention opportunities, such as our Swim America Learn to Swim program, in which we offer on a variety of different days and times to meet the community's needs.
During the peak summer season, Metro Parks operates 7 pools throughout the area. Dive into any one of the aquatic programs offered at different locations and practice swimming safety this summer. For Tacoma Report, I'm Stacy Ellifrit.
Visit the Metro Parks Tacoma website for an interactive map showing locations of indoor and outdoor pools, as well as spray grounds located around the city. After the break, we'll get a preview of this year's City of Destiny Awards. Don't miss it. The City Council will recognize Tacoma's top volunteers this year during the City of Destiny Awards on June 9th. The event will take place at Star Center's Journey Hall, and this year, for the first time, the City of Destiny Awards program will also recognize volunteers and professionals who serve as disability advocates. There will soon be a hassle-free way to get from downtown to Point Defiance. Maria Lee tells us how Pierce Transit is partnering with organizations to bring the new Downtown to Defiance trolley service to the streets this summer.
This new service will connect visitors to downtown Tacoma and the community to scenic destinations along Ruston Way and Point Defiance Park. The service also provides Point Ruston residents with their first public transit bus connection.
The idea behind the trolley is to allow local and visitors alike to visit local businesses and also to not have to worry about parking if they want to go down to the waterfront or out to the park or just to shop or visit museums downtown. They don't have to worry about parking their car.
The trolley will run from around 10:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays from June 2nd through September 3rd.
It'll also run on third Thursdays in June, July, and August to coincide with the Art Walk downtown.
The service integrates with existing public transportation services already available in Tacoma and provides easy connections to regional services. For Tacoma Report, I'm Maria Lee.
A special trolley kickoff event is set for June 2nd at 9:30 a.m. at Tollefson Plaza. The first 50 people in attendance will receive an Orca Transit card preloaded with $10 and a Downtown to Defiance commemorative lanyard. The city's parking services has a new location at 942 Pacific Avenue. This eclectic space is shared in partnership with Republic Parking and offers a consolidated one-stop shop for a number of parking needs. Visitors can sign up for monthly parking, discuss citations, and set up accounts for various services. Office hours are Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's all the time we have on this edition of Tacoma Report. A great way to find out about the services the City of Tacoma has to offer is by going to cityoftacoma.org. Until next time, I'm Anita Gallagher.